What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And well, Stellantis has a charger problem, and dealers are starting to panic a little bit about this car. And there's some insane deals on this car right now, as in some cases, the MSRP has been cut in half. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel right now. And it's that time. We just launched the combo packs that will allow you to get in on the Dodge Durango Hellcat as well as the Ram TRX. We we usually run this at some point once a month if we have more than one vehicle posted. And that's what we're doing this month. Same thing. It allows you to basically get in on both in terms of entries for the price of one. The multipliers up, and there's some new options up there as well. You can use coupon code TK250 for a discount on the 250X and TK400 on the 400X, as those have been launched. And you can always use coupon code TK to get a discount across the entire site. They are limited in scope and limited availability. There's also free entries that are up there. Again, if you use coupon code TK free, it's limited to the first 5 orders. Once those are gone, they're gone. But every time we launch a promotion, we do throw those up there. So they are up there by the time you're seeing this video. If you're seeing this when the notification goes out, you have a good chance of getting those. So definitely use coupon code TK free if you want to try to get a bunch of free extra entries. The limited amount in terms of the combo packs is limited to the first 5 orders across the different ones that'll be posted. So if you want to get in on it, I would get in on it while they're up. And they will be up until today's the 12th. So they will be up until the 16th, and that's when they will expire should they not all sell out. So link in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. So let's talk about this. It is not a good look right now for Dodge in terms of the Charger. There are Chargers for sale on lots that are selling that were, had an original MSRP. They had an original MSRP of like 71,000, something like that, and they're now selling for 40. That's almost that's getting close to 50%. I mean, you're in the 40s there. That's a massive cut in MSRP. Now there's power dollars, dealer incentives, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that some people may qualify for, others may not, in terms of like military dollars, military discount, first responder discount, blah 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 blah, right? But those are minimal, like 500 here, 1,000 there. Power dollars are like $6,500. I've seen $8,500 in some cases. Looks like the average is around $4,500. Then dealer incentive of another $1,500. I mean, just seeing, and I'm gonna pull. I just want to go to cars.com just to look, and we saw this with the Charger EV Daytona too. So let's go to Dodge. We'll search within, 200 miles. We're going to look for the Charger. Let's see, 184 matches. Like I said, here's another prime example, right? 2026 Charger Scat Pack, right? It's gone down $5,000. It's gone down $5,000 in the last month. So it was 51. Now it's 46,294. insane. And I mean, I can find these all day, right? Here's another one. 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. This one's gone down $7,200. This one had an original MSRP though of 58,980. So it's only down like 7,200, but there are other savings here. They have the power dollars and the other stuff. Now, then you have some dumbass dealers that will post, and you still have these, and this is part of the problem that Dodge has. You know, this is fuck it, I'll just say it. This is Chapman in Las Vegas here. MSRP 61,200. They're selling it for 61,899. We call that fucking retarded. Hold on, I love this one. This dealer is called Moss Bros. Look at this jackass. MSRP 70,680 for the 2026 Charger Scat Pack, and they put a banner up that says high demand. I need to insert a clip of Khaled just saying, congratulations, you played yourself. I bet you that fucking thing's been probably sitting on that lot for 3 or 4 months. Now, the other dealers are getting with the program. I mean, you have some really good deals that are starting to pop up here. Like, you know, I'm a sucker for this new green one, right? So this is a plus, Dodge Charger Scat Pack Plus, and it's for $49,337. Now I get it. That's some people are going to say that the price is still too high at that level, and I get it. But when you can, I'm going to click on it and see like what the discounts are. Vehicle price document. Oh, they only have an $85 doc fee. That's actually not bad. Down $7,500, and they still have your sales tax, interest paid, blah 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 blah, and they have an interest rate based at 5%, which I'm willing to bet their buy rate's probably somewhere at like 3.9. They're making money on the back end there, which I'm not mad at. Just disclose that. Don't be a scumbag. Yeah, see, there's all look, there's all different types of discounts. Drivability programs from Stellantis, $1,000. First responder, 500, military, 500, power dollars, 4,500 bucks. So you could take this car down from 49,337 to somewhere around 44,000 for a brand new Scat Pack Plus. The deals are out there, and I think there's going to be more of them. But so who's eating this? Stellantis. That power dollars thing, that's the manufacturer just eating shit because they're not moving. They're doing the same thing with Ram with the Hurricane engines in it, by the way. The Hurricane engine is, I'm not hating on the engine. You're going to see some amazing stuff at Roadkill Nights from my guy, from John at Boosted Motorsports. I know Ultra SRT is doing some crazy shit too. But you're going to see, you know, these Chargers and what these inline six engines are capable of doing in less than a month. And it's going to be insane. Now, in terms of this, you know, when I'm looking at this, the Charger Scat Pack, I don't know, 40 something thousand, 44,000 really doesn't sound like a bad, but Dodge could have fixed this already and not had this issue if they just would have listed the fucking car for like $7,000 or $8,000 less than what they tried to sell it for. I'm not mad at them trying to make money. I'm a shareholder. That makes me more money, okay? But I also know that with the current environment, and you're kind of sending a mixed message, right? You're selling a Dodge Durango with a fucking 392 in it, by the way, for $52,000. That is an amazing effing deal in terms of horsepower, muscle, vehicle, right? You're not like, that's amazing. There's nothing else in the segment that touches it, gets anywhere close to it in terms of power, what you get, all that. No, nothing, not a damn thing. So you're doing that, which is a great deal with that Durango at 52 grand, but then you bring a car that you know that the public already doesn't fucking like because of the engine and because of how you tried to force feed the electric shit. You got to kind of eat crow with that fucking car now. Now you got to come out and you got to sell that car at very minimal profit just to get them moving. In hopes that when you do launch the Super Bird or the Super B or whatever derivative of this that you're going to put the V8 in, you're not going to have people going like, yeah, F that. We went this way anyway. Because the inline six can perform all at once. And I'm hearing more now that we're going to get another fucking inline six variant of this car at Roadkill Nights. Now, I leaked this shit like, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, the race pack thing. So they're probably going to come out with some derivative of this fucking car that makes 1,000 horsepower on this inline six, and nobody's going to care. Nobody is going to give a shit about this inline six 1,000 horsepower car. I'm telling you now, no one's going to fucking care. They're not. They're not. They don't care about the 550 horsepower, and with a minimal tune, you could probably get 650, 700 out of that fucking car. Stock. So you're going to come out with a bigger single turbo version of the Hurricane and $1,000 race pack and sell it. Nobody's going to fucking care. It's not a Hellcat. The kids are not going to be out there doing crazy shit in the streets with that car because it has that connotation of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But seeing the price collapse on this car now, it's a bad look for Stellantis, but if they just would have did it right the first, when they first dropped this thing at Roadkill last year and they talked about it, it wasn't, and that was the thing, it wasn't like the price was bad. They talked about some of the price and it was kind of comparable to where the Durango was, but then after Roadkill, like prices went up magically. The Scat Pack Plus with every bell and fucking whistle on it that I had in Florida, which Dodge, Stellantis, and them sent to me to have it at Beamer Invasion, was great. And that's the thing, right? I almost feel like that's the market they're trying to shoot for. They were trying to steal some of those BMW guys away because a lot of us that are also, I'm a BMW guy and a Dodge guy. I like the inline six. I love the B58. You can make a ton of power out of the B58. And I know I had a 540 that was making close to 800 and something horsepower out of it stock. You had, rest in peace. You had, there's several guys that I know from New York that had that car. Some of them lost their lives in that car, in those cars, with the 2 Series that had B58s that were making insane power, killing Trackhawks, killing all kinds of shit. So, yeah, we know how capable the inline six platform is, and they're going to show it at Roadkill. They showed it last year. The people saw what the engines were doing, but now they're going to show it in the Charger at how fast these cars can be. And that's cool. Cool story, bro, but nobody cares. People care about a couple different things, and I talk about this all the time, and I've gone back and forth with their executives, which, sometimes I'm a pain in their ass, I'm sure. Because I will tell them, it comes down to price. It comes down to what you offer and fucking price. It's not rocket science, okay? If you're offering a great vehicle at a great price, the company makes a little bit of money on each unit, and you're moving units, you could take over the market. I've always been a big guy of, moving more volume to make more profit, right? Not moving less volume with a higher price and a bigger margin. Because unless it's perfect, you have to be on like build quality levels of nobody can find shit wrong with your product to do that. And if it's not, you're going to piss off a lot of people and they're not going to buy your shit. And that's what happened. Luckily, that a lot of that was turned around with Ram. Thank God. I'm just hoping they follow the same model. It's very simple. The problem with these cars losing 40-something% of their MSRP. Now, here's the other thing, and I'm going to get into this into a separate video. Imagine the people that bought these fucking cars at 70 grand. I got a couple stories on that. I'll drop a video on that later today. Somebody reached out to me and it's not good. And I feel like Stellantis should put in some kind of program for those people that want to get out of um, for those people that want to get out of this, charger, right? Maybe they have the electric, maybe they want to get a gas one. They just want to switch it up, right? I feel like they should put a program in place that would allow them to not take so much of a depreciated equity position. Like Stellantis should take them back in at, like maybe like a 10% loss or something on a trade-in, especially if it's within the first year, right? Maybe they got them, maybe they want to go to a Durango, maybe they want to go to another Ram. I feel like instead of not just the power dollars, but that's something else that Stellantis could do as like a loyalty thing, right? Um, I think that would go a long way to the people that feel like they're burned now that paid 70 plus grand for these cars. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you shocked that the price of this car has crashed through the floor? I'm not at all. As always, stay petty, my friends.